Hey guys. I joke. Hey guys, welcome. Supposed to be the bus mate on this. Hey guys, welcome back again to another video. This is Marjani being Marjani, and I'm back with another video calling, what am I gonna call it? Let's talk about temptations. And you know, I'm there with Perry in Christ. Show your face, Perry.
Me show my face?
Show your face. Turn the camera.
Oh, I apologize. So I'm here with Marjani from being Marjani, and yeah, we're there out here in Christ. You know, don't nothing go.
Hey. So yes, you know, we're out here and we just, you know, just a little video for you. For you to enjoy, you see me? Perry and Mar, you can come and par, step in and step out. Don't know the things there. So you know, sit down, relax, have fun. You see me? We just have a chat, and I can listen, and you can talk to us down in the comments below. Make we know how you feel about the video. And you know, when the video is done, you can go to film channel, PerryinChrist, subscribe and watch the video. I am also in a collab with his. Oh, these I'm never announced. We are collab. People, we are collab with PerryinChrist. So me in a film video, go over his page and check it out. Like, comment and subscribe. Join the family, right? Haha. Okay, let's jump right into it. Hey guys, I'm here again, you know, with Perry, as I said before, and we're going to talk about temptations today. You know, we just walked off, you know, define what is temptations, how we dealt with temptations in the past, and how we deal with it now. So, you know, I hope this video helps you. Stay tuned and be encouraged. So, Mr. Perry, how would you define temptations?
Temptation is really, for me personally, and first of all, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure. So, for me, temptation is the inclination or the desire to do something. So temptation in itself is not wrong. The word just means, you know, and a desire to do a particular act. So I can be tempted to, you know, pursue a degree in a particular field. I can be tempted to do something. But in context, as what we're talking about, temptation is normally a feeling to commit sin. So yeah, that's really it for me. So it's really being, you know, influenced to do something wrong. That's it.
The way I'm just explain that, I feel like that's not like a full marks, you know?
Like full marks,
full marks,
100%. We don't fail.
Yes, me.
Yeah,
man, I'm get it.
But yeah, really for me, and you know, I guess the first temptation recorded in the Bible came from the whole Adam and Eve story. Yeah. So it's really when the devil, you know, tempted Eve to eat the forbidden fruit and all that. So again, just to back up the thought of it, it's an influence to do something wrong. You know that God said to them, say, you can eat of every other fruit in the garden except that one from the knowledge of good and evil. And of course, you know how the story goes. Not a bash on our women and our females, but we just did wish Eve, they just loud. I don't wish younger, I don't know. But
you know, she see the fruit and she say, man, you know, man, eat it though. Yeah, man.
And then come to Adam.
No, the thing is, Adam could have said, no, baby.
Not to go after. But yeah, that's it for me. That's temptation. But for another conversation.
Sure.
But that's it for me. That's temptation.
Yeah, yes. And I agree with your definition of what temptation is. You know, you really hit the nail on the head with that one. So, you know, yeah, so right now we're just going to like dive in how, So right now we're just going to dive into how we deal with temptations in the past. Can you know, as Christians, you know, we're tempted. As I say, you know, Adam and Eve were tempted, even though, yeah, you know, them being in their fullness and eating, they were still tempted. So, you know, Christians can be tempted.
Yes, and we will be tempted.
Alright. So, yeah, so, you know, temptation is not sin, right? It is when you act on the temptation, that's when it's sin. So, you know, temptation occurs regularly, you know, it's a regular thing, but it's just for you to choose which one, isn't me? Do you want to choose your flesh or you want to choose God, isn't me? So yeah, bear that in mind. So you know, right.
One more. Labour building.
So yeah, bear that in mind. So now, jumping into how we dealt with temptations in the past, you know, because I'm not sure if you have it down to like, you know, right now, but you know, in the past, especially when you start with the teenage thing, you know, emotions all over the place, you know, how you deal with temptation.
Alright, so people, I have, thank God for, first of all, experience. I think experience is one of the best things a young person or Christians in general can ever ask to get, because the Bible did say experience teaches wisdom. No matter how wise you feel to be, if you don't have experience and been through some stuff, so a man out there probably uneducated, but him been through life and certain things, you with a degree and probably a master's and a PhD feel you're so wise, but is that man, if you've not been through the situation, you can't educate somebody about it. So you learn about you study the program, but you never practice it, so you still don't have no experience, just have the knowledge of it. So with my experience over the years, I recognize that, because I've said no to offers and temptations before, and you know, really and truly, how I overcame those offers and the inclination to do wrong, it's because the relationship that I have with God. So if you don't have a firm relationship with God, you're going to find that you're going to be more susceptible to give in to sin, because you don't have a strong foundation. Now, one of the Bible did say that you should send down your roots, you know, be rooted and growing, just like a tree planted by the rivers of waters, I shall not be moved. So, like a tree, we all have to be planted, and you know, physically a tree being by a river or by a water, you know, say near to the source. So in other words, we need to be closer to God, which is a source, to give us the power to say no. But because many of us are not where the source is, when they wish for God there, we just say yes, 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 yes. We just become yes people. But I remember when I was like, I'm really trying to get back at the place where I was before, because trust me, when I was bearing God, fasting up, praying up, and that's how you build a relationship with God. Yeah. Communication with God, that a prayer, reading God's word, you knowing more about God, fasting, putting your flesh under subjection. Because when your body wants food, and you know somebody love food, Lord bless her, Jesus, and the fasting. Love food, yes, when she tell you, but she really love food. So the fasting now make you want, when you want food, you say, no man, it's that kind of training ground for you to, you know, keep your flesh under subjection. So that's why I overcame temptation in the past, by building my relationship with God.
Why? We should have the same story.
Yeah, I mean, by all means.
Boy, let me tell you. So in the past, you know, so let me be honest. So I literally just the other day, me and God stay so, right? Of course that's totally fine, you know. God not run me, it's me, you know, God embrace me about things. But like back in the past, I never understood the importance of relationship. You know, I never understood how to gain a relationship with Christ. So, you know, when I just knew that certain things you just don't do, right? And certain things you do because them say so, right? That's how many take it as. So like when we tempted, but they feel bad because like me I said, Jesus please, you know, me I try to live right and be tempted. So you know, I know say me not live right and now I put on the music. So you know, and but then I never know like what to do for like help me with these temptations. So me just fall in it, you know, as me walk me trip and me drop. Right, you know, I have different tactics. We say, alright, for the next few months, we're not gonna do this, we're not gonna do that. And that never work. Like, even though the thing about that is, and I hear a lot of people use it, you know, so them going, stay far from it for the next few months or something like that. But the thing is about that is like, yeah, you do the months, like, say you not do it for like 5 months.
Do what? Do what?
Add a masturbation problem, okay?
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Right.
Yeah. fine.
I like you, you know? I like that.
It's good. It's okay.
Okay, but yeah, you know, we open right here saying honest, open, and truth. Just a spill out and other things, you know. Because I really want this to help you. So yeah, so I usually say, alright, you know, for the next 5 months, I'm not gonna do none of that. Right? Not touch myself, nothing, not gonna entertain, no porn, nothing. Right? And the thing is, it's not that I never succeeded in the 5 months, but it's a place where may I say, alright, I'm not gonna do it for the 5 months, but in those 5 months, I am longing to do it. So as soon as the 5 months done, I say, alright, thank God, we just go and do it and whatever. Right? You know, and get the feeling over it. Yeah. So is a case where instead of dealing with the feeling, is like we're trying to suppress the feeling, and by doing that, you know, it just grows, you know, it grows, and it's like it becomes uncontrollable, and it starts to control you instead of you controlling it. So yeah, you know, you need to address the issue from you start feel a little feeling, say, you know, from a little low start, from a little feeling start, you address it. And yeah, so that was me back then. I never address it, but just try ignore it, and that is not how you deal with temptations.
Never ignore it.
Don't ignore it. Do not. So yeah. So what are some things you were tempted by?
Oh Lord. Rain, Jesus, rain. Rain, Jesus. Okay, I'm kidding. Alright, so for one, most persons just think are just sex people are tempted to have before marriage. It's not just that. So I have been tempted to have sex before. Temptations are still here. The devil doesn't ease up. So don't think say because him tempt you 1 year ago and probably say no, then him not come back with it. No. The devil is persistent, unlike many of us as Christians. He is persistent and consistent. So in the past, sex was one of them. Same masturbation issues. I was tempted to have that as well. I was tempted to become a bad man. Yeah, man. So, you know, being brought up in Spanish Town for the most part and going to a non-traditional high school in Spanish Town at the time, the majority of your schoolmates and your friends come from the neighboring bad communities, and you know the temptation is there for you know turn a body. And you know, as a Christian, that's never the one to just keep to themselves, because I'm very outspoken and I love to meet people, I love to have conversations. So people are drawn to me. So even the bad boy them, so to speak, they're drawn to my personality, even though them know I was a Christian. They're like, yo, Perry, anytime, you know, Riante and man bring all the gun, come to school, come show me. And basically I give me that honor, and I say, no bro, I'm not upon that. So temptations to do that, temptations to smoke, temptations to even scam. You know when you say to scam of them there? With temptations to turn scammer, like same place here, you know. I even you meet couple youth where they chop the line, man, and the man to know say, yo, Perry, tuition I have to pay, I'm a friend. Temptation to do so many things, but those are some of the things that I was tempted to do, and I'm sure many of you listening right now, they can attest to that. But as she said, it's not just ignoring it, so you'll be like, you have to face the challenges. You ever hear the saying, take the bull by the horns? You can't just ignore it and brush it off like it's not a reality, because even if you ignore it today, it's going to resurface tomorrow. Wow. You have to give an answer. Take Jesus, for example, and come stronger as well. So look at Jesus was tempted, as I said. There's nothing wrong with being tempted. The fact that you're being tempted means that your mind space is somewhere where you want to place God. Because if the devil has you in his back pocket, he's not going to come out for you. It's no longer going to feel like a temptation, but it's going to feel like the norm. So the fact that you feel tempted to do something means that you don't normally do it. So it's good to be tempted. It means that you're being tested. You know, you're being tested. And when Jesus just come off of it, or while he was on the fast, I don't remember exactly, but he was doing a 40-day fast, I believe. And in the middle of the fasting, the Bible did say that Jesus was hungry. So yes, guys, for all those who don't know, Jesus was hungry. He was a human being here on earth. He did hungry.
Yeah.
So over time you are fast, and feel hungry. Sometimes you want to feel bad, so you are fast.
Oh, no.
You feel it. Trust me, it happens. You're gonna get hungry.
Yeah.
Right? There's not a problem with that. So Jesus was hungry, and the devil capitalized on the hunger that he knew Jesus was hungry. And that's the thing. The devil, he might go target a base on the situation, the present situation. So he was hungry, tempted with food. So if thou be the Son of Man, command these stones to be bread. So the devil's smart, you know, he's not gonna tempt you in isolation. He might go look exactly for what the situation is and hit you right there. But look at how Jesus dealt with it. He never just ignore the devil. He address them. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone. So how we even overcome temptations to add, we have to use the word of God.
Right.
For it is written, and every time the devil come with something else, Jesus replied by saying, for it is written. In order for us to use the word to overcome the temptations, we have to know the word, which goes back to reading our Bibles.
Hello. And you know, as in talk about Jesus, you know, being tempted in the you know, in his time of fasting and so, you know, I remember it's like sometimes you feel like say we get tempted and we reject it, right? But then it's like it come back and it come back stronger. So I say, I want to go and say, like, you know, we feel like we're not. But the thing is, that's what happened with Jesus as he was fasting, you know. First, the devil say, yo, turn the stone in a bread and name it. Jesus said, no, and run him. Right? Him come back stronger with another thing, come back stronger again, you know. And him just have to come back to you because him just persistent. Bad. And you know, him have a content because he doesn't want. He knows what we can get when we are in God. You know, he knows that we can unlock our true identity when we are in God. He knows that we will understand the beauty, you know, in abstaining, in trying to be pure, trying to be in God. So yeah, him the one we feel know the true happiness, true joy. You understand? Him want to be sad, depressed, and mash down and mash up and mash over, right? And God no one will like that, you know. Yeah, so you know, we really have to remember, say, even though you reject it one time, no say it will come back again. But as it comes stronger, remember, say you're God stronger, and you're running again, and you're running again, and you're running again.
Get thee behind me, say. Get thee behind me, Satan. Yeah, get thee behind me. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And, you know, as him say, you know your word. Know your word. That is one thing I'm working on. People, and I you one.
True.
I'm working on it.
Man.
I
usually read the Bible, but
why?
Sometimes you get so caught up with the affairs of this life.
Yeah.
Kinda, because we have to be real, guys. It's true, not because we're Christians means we have it all together. The reality is that we know ourselves. We know that some of the things we did have together, we don't have it together now. So even though we're sharing this with you, we ourselves need to work on some things. Because as we say, you read the Bible and prayer.
Yeah.
Up to them, Father, and say, before we come, I say, I usually pray in the night, I'm usually pass and listen, and if you get back to that level, I say, alright, so we soon get there, man.
I feel the need to like talk about this too, you know, because me, when COVID just start, you know, because we start get serious in 2020 with my relationship with God. And we start off good, prayer life, you know, it turn up, read the Bible, turn up, you understand, and then it's like my drop off, right? So it's like, yeah, so it's like we get discouraged and then we say, alright, I'm gonna start back again. But this time, you know, it's like we take a long period off and then we say, alright, I'm gonna start back again. But the thing is, well, we realize when we do wrong, when we try to start back again, I try to start back at the same level before me drop off. And you see me, you can't do that, you know. And even though we didn't know that, it's like, but just the hard, like eventually, like, you know, as we try, and I go on, it's like, me I try start on the same level before, and then it's like, we stop again because we get discouraged, right? And then it's like, we try that over and over again, and then it's like, God I say, Marjani, listen to me. I understand say you want to reach that place there again, you know, you love for that place here. But right now you have to build up. Right? Yeah. So you probably sold out chapters a day, right? But from after that long break there, it got hard for you to swallow the chapters a day, like one time. So you have to start with the verses. And then as you go on to the verses, start with 5 verses. Then you go on to 10, then you go on and you build up and you build up, and then you go back to that place that you were once before.
Step by step.
Right. And you know, and yeah, and he's Chandler Moore, one artist. I don't know if you know him.
What your name?
Chandler Moore.
No, sir, I don't speak that language.
You know, man, singing some tune. He's good, you know. It's good worship song him sing and tell. You know it, man. So yeah, it's like I follow him on Instagram and he posted a video and what he said was so good. You know, he was using the example of exercising, right? He said when he usually start exercise, when he was on the road before, he could have run like.
Could I run like 5 miles?
Yeah. So it's like when him just start, him could have run like 5 miles and him not so tired, right? And then it's like him gonna take a 6 months break, and then it's like him say, alright, I need to get back on the exercising. And then as him get back on the exercising, he might try get the 5 mile one day. Him can't get the 1 mile. You see me? After the 1 mile, him tired. So that's the thing. You know, we're not exercising in the word as much like one time. So we need to build up ourselves, you know, take time to build up the spirit, man. You know, to get used to that. And, you know, yeah, take your time and build up, you know. And God now rush you, isn't it? So just take your time. And, yeah, take your time and walk with him. And, you know, last thing, and then we'll go back on the topic. Last thing. The thing is, we are so used to viewing the destination, where we want to be, right? And it's that we forget the journey, you know,
yes,
the journey we're walking. You know, enjoy the journey that we're walking, you know, enjoy God stripping you from certain things, stripping you from your past. Yeah, you know, enjoy the journey, you know, find joy in your journey and not just the destination.
Exactly.
So yeah, you know.
So it's not just going to heaven, but how you get there. Because we know the ultimate aim, I really, if we go to heaven still, you know.
So yeah. So you know, go and enjoy the journey and take your time, don't be hard on yourself. You see me? God now will stick to you, you see me? So just go on easy, take your time, and yeah, find a friend to keep you accountable as well with these things.
That's true.
So yes, that's it. Commercial break.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so this is basically the end of part 1 of Let's Talk About Temptations. Right now you can head over to Perry's page, PerryinChrist, where you can watch the video where I collabed with him. The link will be in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment in the comment section below and let me know how you feel. If you want more videos like this, let me know. Yeah, you know, stick around for part 2 as well. You will love it as we go deeper in talking about our temptations and how we deal with temptations now. So stay tuned. And always remember, God is love and you are loved. Bye.